Yo, what's up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here, back with another Pink Plays Pokemon. This time with the Gen 4, because, like, I just wanted... I mentioned it, that I've been playing Gen 7 and Gen 4 in the last one, and I just wanted to show one off. I actually haven't been using my Staraptor team in Gen 4, but I just, like, decided to play it today. I only played a couple battles today, and I wasn't recording, but I was like... I feel like I'm probably, like, not going to play much more of this team, so now's really my only chance. So, this isn't a great battle. Sorry, Dialects. I'm just gonna say that you weren't super good. I didn't. I want to show it off because there's one part where this poor man just had his whole goddamn life destroyed. Yeah, you already get to see it right here. I want to slow this down. He leads Aerodactyl, which is like theoretically the greatest lead ever for Machamp because you click Stone Edge as they click Stealth Rocks. And then you click Bullet Punch, and they're dead, and you still have full HP, which is fantastic, because, I'm Focus Sash Machamp, but this fucking madman goes for Power Herb Sky Attack as his like, is that just for Machamp? Like, what is that for? I mean, there's a couple things that would hit, but, like, most leads are either Focus Sash or they're bulky to the point where, like, you're not going to one-hit KO them, like, with their chosen defense type anyway. Like, if someone had lead Swampert, even with Adamant Sky Attack, I'm pretty sure you don't one-hit KO Swampert. So what was the point of that? But anyway, that was cool as hell, and I got worried, because I'm like, oh god, this man's going to have, like, the most crazy-ass, like, I'll never see them coming... like builds ever. Like, this could be Focus Blast Machamp for all I know. It's not. It just goes for Bullet Punch. It doesn't win the speed tie there. I had actually just gone for Dynamic Punch in case he went for Dynamic Punch. That way I could win the speed tie. Didn't happen. So out comes my boy Adamant Choice Band Staraptor, and I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to find out what your team has for this, and the answer is, let's be real here, absolutely nothing. Like, unless you have a Skarmory, you're not going to want to take this hit. So, of course, I just go right for the Brave Bird. And he switches in, like, the bulkiest Jirachi. That is a critical hit for 61%. This is max HP, max defense. There's no way you get crit hit for 61%. Like, that should have crit for, like, 80 plus at least. And in fact, if that was, like, Scarf Jirachi, that might have just killed. Like... there's no way. So I'm thinking, at this point, I'm thinking this might be his rocker, because, like, obviously, I mean, I don't think Aerodactyl was his stealth rocker at this point. So I just go, I see leftovers, so I'm like, yeah, this might be his rocker. I'm going to go for another Brave Bird on what I'm assuming is either going to be Rocks or a Wish. And it is a Wish, and I'm like, well, okay, so now he protects, and I can switch to something safely. He does not protect. He actually goes for Cosmic Power, which, holy fuck, dude, fuck you. Oh, like, I hate this so much. I hate this Pokemon. Ban Jirachi, please. I just want it gone from Gen 4. It's such an atrocious, despicable, like, awful Pokemon. But luckily, because he's Wish Cosmic Power, I know that he's... Stored Power doesn't exist yet, so he's probably, like Charge Beam Psychic, which is in no way, shape, or form, like, I don't care about that at all. This is specially defensive Heatran. I will beat this Jirachi. I'll burn it eventually, right? So I have to just go for, Lava Plume here. I have to get rid of it. So, okay. So here comes Heat Tranquil. Don't know why it's called that. Have all of his Pokemon had names? They have. Macaron, what was Aerodactyl called? Just Aerodactyl. Okay, whatever. He clearly doesn't care about that Pokemon. That's why he let it die turn 1. So here comes Heatran. Heatran gets the Flash Fire boost. This is where it starts. I know for a fact this man is never going to click Earth Power. You have almost certainly choiced Heatran with a Flash Fire boost. You are clicking Fire Blast. You want something to have to take this hit. And I just don't. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna stay in. He misses anyway, but like, him hitting would have only helped me. It would have just given me flash fire. So in comes a Swampert, which now I'm like, okay, this is probably his rocker, but he wants me out. Like, I'm 100% certain he's going for Waterfall or Earthquake. Because, like, you don't, like, he clearly knows I'm not choiced. And he just, like, I'm playing off the idea that he's on tilt right now. Like, he just lost his Heatran for literally nothing. He gained nothing for switching that Heatran out. He threw it away. It's gone. That's a pure negative. So he needs to, like... there's only two real options here, is you either need to, like, start playing aggressively and try and regain a footing, or you need to play, like, safe and assume that your opponent is going to play overly aggressive. This is... I consider everything on Gen 4 low ladder, because I'm 1455. No one is playing this ladder. Like, there's not a lot of super good players playing this ladder, so I'm like, okay, he's definitely just going to go for the safe option. He clicked Waterfall. I get my Breloom in for free. He gives me Jirachi, which is insane to me. Or at least he attempts to. Now, realistically, I should have just put this to sleep. But I play Breloom a little differently than a lot of people play it. Like, a lot of people play it, bring in Jirachi on something that's slower than you, immediately Spore. I like to take my free sub, and then I get to choose what I do from there. Substitute, by the way, is one of the best moves in Generation 4. If you can put Substitute on a Mon, you always should, because Substitute always puts pressure on your opponent. Your opponent has to deal with the sub before they can deal with the Pokemon. So, like, in this situation where, you know, I have a Breloom out against a Swampert, 90% of the time I'm clicking Substitute. Even if he clicks, like, Ice Beam or Ice Punch there, it's not a huge loss for me, because I'll regain 12.5% from that turn, and then I will regain 12.5% from my next turn, which will almost likely be Spore. At which point I'm just back at whatever HP I started at. So it's usually the safer option. I probably should have Spored here, but I'm like, no. Forget this Jirachi. I'm just gonna click Focus Punch. I wanna get some massive damage on it, and sure enough I did. Look at that. With that, he's now either forced to Wish, you know, or go for the straight attack. If he goes for the straight attack, it's a free switch in for Heatran, and he's not at full health, which is great. This is where everything goes bad for this man. So I click Toxic here, knowing that the Swampert's going to come in. It misses. Of course it does. Talk to me about how I just lost a game in Gen 8 because I missed 3 Hydro Pumps and a Stone Edge all in a row. Don't actually talk to me about that. I'll get angry. Okay, so, again, I'm operating off the idea that this guy's on tilt. And now his Jirachi is weak. And he needs to make a play here, right? So I'm like, oh, he's never in his life clicking a move that hits Heatran. I'm clicking Stealth Rocks right now. I don't know what his last is. I don't care what his last is. I just want the chip damage. So I click Stealth Rocks on an Ice Punch. Okay? Now, this poor man. I'm like, alright, well, he's definitely not clicking Water move again this turn either. I'm clicking Toxic now, because now he's like, I'm going through his thought process here. He's like, this man really just stayed in and clicked Stealth Rocks on my prediction. He's not going to stay in again, because, like, he's not going to stay in again because, now he's going to definitely think I'm like, oh, I have to go for Earthquake here, or I have to go for Waterfall. Nope, I stayed in again and I clicked Toxic. And then, just because I knew he wasn't clicking Ice Punch this turn, I went to Starmie. This is Life Orb Starmie, by the way, with Surf, Bolt Beam, and Recover, which is a fantastic mon. I'm also, like, my other team, the team that I've been using the most, actually has lead Choice Specs Starmie with Psychic, which is specifically for Lumberry Machamp. I'm like, no, it's gone, I want it dead. I've actually been enjoying Psychic Starmie quite a bit. in Gen 4, and especially and Spec Starmie just in general. There's this weird belief that you can't run psychic moves on choiced mons because you're just going to get trapped by T-Tar. But I'm like, okay, I'm going to get trapped by T-Tar anyway. 99% of the time, it's Scarf T-Tar specifically to trap Starmie and Latias. I'd rather have a move that's better, like... I'd rather have a move that I can just click and hit neutral and, like, 2-hit KO things, like, that want to switch in, or just deal huge chunks. Like... I can click Psychic on a Swampert coming in and not have to worry about, like, Hydro Pump missing. Kind of things like that. But anyway, this one is Life Orb, however. And, I mean, at this point, like, what is this guy going to do? Like, I surf for 48%. That is so much damage. He goes for Toxic and misses. That wouldn't have really helped him at all. In fact, if he had hit that, I would have just recovered. Rather than killing him. In comes Jirachi. So this was definitely physically defensive, so I just stayed in and surfed. And at that point, that's a fat GG, because here comes a Zapdos. I Ice Beamed. If it was Scarf... Oh, I got the free... I didn't even realize in the actual battle I got the freeze. But, like, it doesn't matter. There's nothing that he could do. The interesting thing about his team is he has no... I mean, I'm assuming this is Scarf Heatran. But he has no physical attackers, really, beyond this Machamp. Like, obviously, yeah, this is Waterfall, Ice Punch, Swampert. But, like, that's not really gonna do much to, like, special walls. Like... I'm pretty sure it doesn't 2-hit KO Chansey. So, like... and, like, his last move is very clearly going to be Stealth Rocks down there. So if you lose your Machamp, like, you don't have a great answer to... Like, you don't have a great answer to special walls, really, is what I'm saying. That, I mean, I'm sure that's probably got Explosion on his Heatran, but I'm not 100% certain. Most Scarf Trans are Explosion. They're Fire Blast, Earth Power, Explosion, and then a coverage move. You can run, you know, HP Ice. You can run HP Ice with Dragon Pulse. You can run Dark Pulse if you're trying to hit Gengar, things like that. But yeah, I mean, at this point, the game's over. I go into my last, which is just D-Knight. I didn't need to. I could have just gone into, like, I don't know, Heatran or something, but I was like, nah, whatever. I'm just gonna get rid of it, not worry about taking a hit, go for the straight Outrage on Machamp, which actually has Ice Punch, which I don't see Ice Punch Machamp a lot. Generally, if you're running Machamp in Gen 4, you want to run Dynamic Punch, Payback, and Stone Edge. That'll hit everything you need to hit. The only thing you're really missing at that point is, like, Flygon, but, like, you hit Flygon with a Dynamic Punch anyway. Like, it doesn't take a Dynamic Punch well. I guess you could run Ice Punch as your last move over, like, Bullet Punch, but you'd really rather have the priority. Priority is huge in Gen 4. Like, Stone Edge is going to one-hit KO a Dragonite. Stone Edge is going to, you know... Stone Edge is going to chunk... I mean, is going to chunk what's her name? Latias. Although you'd want to be running Payback for Latias anyway, because it's stronger, and it, well, it's stronger assuming you get hit. Ice Punch is just a weird choice. I guess, and the thing that gets me too is, like, I theoretically could have been running, like, Yachi Berry Dragonite to try and earn, like, an extra setup on, like, a, you know, or an extra kill on an HP Icemon. Yachi isn't super popular. Almost all of them are Lum. Mine's Lum. Lum or Life Orb, but yeah, Ice Punch is kind of a weird choice there. And then, of course, just Staraptor comes out because I want Staraptor. By the way, fix your shit, Showdown. Why does my Staraptor not have a back sprite? It definitely used to. Like, I've used Staraptor in a lot of older gens. Or a lot of newer gens, I guess, since this is a Gen 4 video. But yeah, this poor man got outplayed every turn of his life. Not really. The early game was sort of whatever. I don't understand Sky Attack Aerodactyl. I also don't understand how this guy has 1400 rating, because, like, that's pretty high on the Gen 4 ladder, I'm going to be honest. Not a lot of people are playing with that sort of rating. He probably got it just off the strength of this fucking Jirachi. Oh my god, that thing is terrifying. Never ever bring that Mon against me. Like, seriously, I hate it. But yeah, so I don't know. This is more of a critique of his team. He didn't really get to click a lot of moves. In fact, neither did I. Most of my Mons clicked 1 or 2 moves, but Heatran got to click all 4 moves, and he clicked a few of them out in front of a Mon that definitely could have one-hit KO'd it. But yeah, so that's just a quick Gen 4 video. That's a quick Gen 4 with Staraptor. The interesting thing here is, like, Staraptor doesn't really seem to have done much in this game, but, like, at any point it really could have. I just chose to win a different way. Like, if I got Rocks up and he KO'd my Heatran, I almost certainly was going to go into Staraptor. I'm almost certain Adamant Choice Band Staraptor one-hit KO Swampert. And with his Heatran dead and, like, his Jirachi was still at, like, full health, but knowing what its set was, I wasn't nearly as scared of it anymore, because I knew my Starmie would beat it, and I knew I could set up on it with Dragonite if I had to. I do have Earthquake Dragonite, by the way. I want to be able to kill Jirachi. Jirachi and Heatran, really. It's terrible to be at +1 and not be able to KO Scarf Heatran. If you can't KO Scarf Heatran and it's running Dragon Pulse or HP Ice, that's really bad. Because now you're going to lose your Dragonite, and, you know, Heatran is still just alive. But yeah, I'm pretty sure Brave Bird would have one-hit KO'd Swampert. It definitely would have two-hit KO'd Zapdos. Like, he kind of lost the second his Heatran died. But I decided to play it a different way. I decided to go, like, full, like, I'm gonna predict everything you do like an asshole, rather than I'm gonna push my advantage, which is just this one Mon. But anyway, yeah. That was just a quick Gen 4 game. Like I said, I wanted to play a bit before I went to work, and I figured, you know what, screw it. I'll record it. I'll upload it. But anyway, if you guys watched all the way to this point, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pink Reaper signing out.